I've had the thought recently regarding what happiness is. I'll tell you guys a quick story. This is something I discovered recently. I grew up in Puerto Rico. I'm not from Puerto Rico. I'm from the island that's next to it. I'm from Dominican Republic. But I grew up in Puerto Rico for certain reasons. I went to school there when I was a kid, and I even started to go to high school there. That was where I went to high school initially before we went to the States. And I remember there was a lot of things I went through during that time that shaped the man who I am today. I mean, from bullying at school to not being able to talk to girls to being insecure, being lonely. But we had this home, right? Things weren't great at home, not always. Most of the time it wasn't, for several reasons, but we had this home that was just where I lived with my mom and dad and my brothers. Years later, I moved to the States and I continued my high school years there. And I started having all these experiences. I lived in the States for 15 years, including now. And I always told I always spoke about this with other people. That feeling of home, I was constantly looking for it. Wherever I would move to, whatever home I would live in, I'm looking for this. While being in the States, I'm looking for my home. I know people always say that, right? They always say, this is my home. This is my hometown. This is this. And I moved so much when I was a kid. I think I never had the chance to fully experience that, or at least I thought so. Recently, I just went to Puerto Rico and I visited, where I used to live. I didn't get to see that exact home I was in because it's gated, but I did visit my aunt, which lives in another gated community right next to it. The homes, they all look the same. They're just separated by gates. And as soon as I went outside, I felt, for the first time ever, I felt this is home. And I'm not home. Right? That was vacation, so now I'm back home. Right? I'm back at my current address, going to work, right? In the States. But that feeling I was searching for in my whole life. The feeling of home. For the first time I felt it. I was standing outside of her house. I could hear the frogs. I could hear the crickets. It was nighttime. It had just rained, so I could smell that rain smell, right? That comes from the ground. Warm and humid, just how I like it. And everything around me looked familiar. It felt like home. So then I wonder, what exactly is happiness? Let's say 5 years from now, I make a ton of money. And I can buy any house. I can buy any home, any car. Will anything ever feel like that? I doubt it. I'm not rich yet. But I can already tell by the way I'm feeling regarding a lot of things that happiness could be here, or was here, in the simplest form. And whenever I make money, or whenever we make money, it'll be the same thing. This car I have right now is much better than what I had 2 years ago. It was nice. I like it, but it still takes me to that place. It's material things. They don't necessarily do that for you, I feel like. But that home, being there, just smelling the area, the trees, the mangoes, just the family. I missed that for 15 years. And it wasn't until I came back that I realized, whoa, this was home. This is what I've been looking for. I had it, but I was too young. I was 15. I'm 30 now. But that was a major sign now that I'm older to search for that. You know, I'm making money, I'm doing this, I'm going to work, I'm studying, I'm doing all these things, and the main reason why I'm doing all these things is to provide, right? I take that very seriously. But when it comes to happiness, I feel like it has nothing to do with money. Every day is becoming more evident. I just want peace. I need money. I need money because my family needs to eat. The car needs gas. You know, the babies need medical attention. Money seems to be a vehicle to have a baseline and some more. But it looks like happiness is not necessarily attached to that monetary thing. Like, if you ask me right now, I don't know if I have an old soul or whatever people call it, but if I work, I want to work from home. I could work all day, but I want to do it at home. I just want to be next to the people I love. I could die at any moment. I want to be home, and you know, one of my life goals, I'll say it, after I came back from Puerto Rico, it was clear. I need to get back to that house. One of my life goals is to make enough money where I don't work for somebody else, and that doesn't mean $1 million. That can mean $12,000 a month. That can mean $10,000 a month. That could look many different ways. I'm okay with that. And the other, this is the one I found when I came back from Puerto Rico. I need to buy that house back. If that house ever goes on sale, I would do anything I could in my power to get it. All the memories that are in that home, good and bad, it's just a part of me that I lost. I need to get back to that home. If I could, I would buy that house back. I just know it's not for sale. I already looked. I looked. I need that house back, but not because of it, not because it's a home. No, it's just that's where I left a part of me that I miss. Maybe that was the last time I knew who I was. After that, being an adult, you're just reacting to things. You're not being you anymore. You have to react. I gotta go to work. Fuck. I gotta feed my family. I gotta go. Boom. I gotta study. Shit. I gotta do this. You're just reacting constantly. Constantly. But when you were 15, 14, that was one of the purest moments where you were just you. And I know you can't escape it. That's how life is. But since that was the last time I felt like me, I want me back. I want to go back home. When? I don't know. Because we need that. We need this, right? But I hope this doesn't go over 5 years. I hope, and I'm attacking my goals as hard as I can, and that's what it is. That's what we want. That's what I want. And I guess I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes.